shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music, energies like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home, don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes. Can't get enough. I can't get enough. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes. Can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hello. Sammy's just doing something with the microphones. Something got missed. How is everybody? Well, I can't hear you because you're not talking.
Hi, can you hear us now? Hey.
Hello, everybody. I saw in the chat comments that Amelia's kits have arrived this morning. So happy Monday for you, Amelia.
Yay!
And I know a lot of people in the comments we've seen delivery notifications pop up in the group. So that is excellent news. We're really glad to see that the long-awaited PAHQ and Riviera kits have finally started arriving. So
Yay.
that's excellent.
It sure is. Let me just say hello. Firstly, before we say hello to everybody, I love that we did have a change in our sound, in our music. We upgraded. We jumped onto, keep going to call it epidemic sound, who has some really cool tracks. So I was actually pumping myself up before the live, listening to basically a whole bunch. And
It's a little quiet, apparently.
Oh, is it? Sorry, hold on. And how's that? And then we can make soundtracks of the music that we play here as well. So that'll be fun to share.
For people who get the privilege of seeing the ads I make, you'll get new soundtracks instead of the piano that I've been doing.
Yeah, so it's really exciting to...
and I promise not to put in too many marching bands like last week.
Good on you.
Well, you said do something college and peppy. I was like, I know.
Yeah, true, I did.
Marching band.
So yeah, that's I really appreciated everybody, all the people who said that they really enjoyed the music. There was somebody else who also said it. I cannot find it. Jess. So anyway, let's say hi to everybody who's in the chat. We have everything. It's shaking because of my glove. I'm wearing gloves because my hands are cold, but my tablet doesn't like it, so it shakes all the time. Laurie, Lynette, Diane, Sherelle, Aline, Katie, Michael. Hi, everyone. Sam, Diane, Karen, Kelly, Bookish, Donna, Amelia, Jess, Theta, Angie. Do you want to take over some so I can drink my coffee?
Where'd you get to? Angie, Laurie, Katie again, Janique, Sharon, Crystal, Angie,
Minna,
Caroline, Minna,
Nadilla,
Marisol's here, Chelsea,
Lisa. Who's the singer? I can put that up. The first one was actually both of them were Jaslyn Edgar. So yeah, that's a thing. We get some cool new singers and stuff like that as well. I really liked her, so I was like, oh, what else does she do?
Yeah. It's amazing some of the talent you can find in some of the. So we use stock places for things that we're not good at, which is music and video mostly. And it's amazing some of the talent you can find that you've just never heard of, and you think, why on earth haven't we heard of these people? Because they're incredible.
Yeah. So it's really quite nice, and I was really enjoying just the different music. I like this. I planned my spread with PAU today. Why has this gotten so small? Let me make that a little bit bigger.
No idea.
Yeah. Oh yay! My Riviera and Pau will arrive tomorrow, so I'll be on Do Not Disturb the whole day. I was like,
she's not playing Dungeons and
Dragons.
Or maybe
does that just show that we're geeky?
Maybe Lisa's doing both. Maybe she's planning on one table and Dungeons and Dragons on the other.
Yeah. Does it show that we're geeky because we both straight went to Dungeons and Dragons? I've never played Dungeons and Dragons.
Say it. Don't spray it. It's all right.
If you don't like the weather, you can off you go.
Well, I will be. I'll be leaving in half an hour.
Yeah.
To make my lunch and eat it just out of view of Sammy.
That's good because I don't like the smell of it.
It's Indian food. You don't like it.
Nothing against Indian food, just not to my taste.
I think it's the best.
Well,
second best, salmon first.
But a lot of people are using the PAU kit, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Love the washi and the pens. Yeah, there's a lot. Katie's on the geek train with us.
We're with you, Katie.
Yeah. And Lisa has said, yeah, no, not that kind of D&D. Oh, and Sam's on the geek train too. Dungeons and Dragons. Hey. This is my second coffee. Oh, Cindy's also on the geek train.
There you go.
Whoop, whoop.
We found our people.
Oh, hot.
So we've got a few quick updates this morning. Like I said, I'm only here for half an hour, and then I've got to chuff off to appointments and collecting children and those kind of things.
Very Aussie of you, isn't it? Chuff off?
Chuff off. Yeah. And when I come home, I'm going to have my glass of Chardonnay. No, I'm not. Chardonnay's gross.
Chardonnay.
Yep.
I feel like it's a bit dull in here today.
Is it? Well, you've got the sun in a different spot. We have a big bulb light that Sam calls the sun, and it's, I think, now in a slightly different spot.
No, it needs to be turned up a bit. I had it turned down because of the...
Oh, I see.
And I can't... It doesn't have a remote. Bing, bing.
I get you.
Pew, pew.
Would you like me to go do that?
I can artificially do it here.
All right,
but it doesn't work as well.
So like I said, I'll be here for half an hour, and we'll talk a few logistical things, and then I'll leave you. And Sam has set up her overhead camera and has the PAU kit here, so... I don't know what's going on.
Not for any reason. It was just in case I needed to show something, and I was just using that to center it. So, but that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah. Just trying to get my ish
together. I got
together.
confused because we set the camera up and everything, and you got this neatly arranged.
Yeah,
and I was
because
like,
it needs something to focus on, so I can see if I've got it upside down. Also, can I just bring up, because Amelia is chatting in the comments about Riviera and how you wanted to skip it. I have been unsure about it, and I haven't liked the look of it like I have loved all the others, but now that I have it in my hands... You found it? Yep, there we go. Now that... Oh, that's better. Now that I have it in my hands, it's so beautiful, and I love it. It is truly gorgeous, and now I feel guilty for not liking it at first. I feel like... Look, here's another person. Like, Nadilla has said, I totally regret skipping that one, just waiting for the chance to get it later. I feel like Riviera is a bit of a sleeper hit, that people didn't expect it to be so pretty. They were just thinking, oh, it's more like a holiday destination thing. I don't travel much. I'm not really into it. Here you go. You can pull that over if you want. And, you know, because I did get a lot, like I, even though I'm not on socials as much as I should be, I'm pretty hopeless at socials since being fairly burnt out. I used to be much better.
you got this camera on?
I can. Hold on.
I could be a professional hand model. Let me check my nails. Yep, good. Look and go. Oh.
It's a bit, it's zoomed, it's close in though. I can't zoom it out. So yeah, it is a beautiful kit. Like, it's just...
Do I have authorization to open these?
You do, but they're the very well organized, pretty ones for unboxing on camera.
Oh, okay. I won't do that then. I'll just use this one. I'll use this one that you've prepared earlier.
There you go. And that one may have stickers out of it because that's the one I've been using.
All right. So I think that's true of a lot of your kits, because I think sometimes the theme name throws people off.
Yeah.
Because usually it's only a few elements in a kit, that actually inspire the name. And the bulk of the kit really is useful for many different elements of planning and memory keeping. Because I think, and I'm only a novice here, but please correct me if I'm talking out of order, but elements like these borders and these feature panels can be used to really draw some attention on some important notes, or just to make the page look really pretty and decorative to help you remember particular occasions.
Yeah.
And you
The
know,
minis are useful regardless what theme you're doing. It's just if it matches the color, it matches the color and it works.
yeah. And one of the cool things I like about these kits is that this panel along the side here, even though it's not technically a sticker, it's still on the sticker paper. And you can, with some clever use of a craft blade, just pull that off, peel it, and use
Well, that's
it,
what
right?
I showed last week on the video.
You did. So this is the Riviera. I feel like I'm skipping pages here.
No, they're just thick. That's
That's a thick one. There you go.
Yep.
And I like the gold flex. Anyway, I guess my point is that the kits, the themes often, I think, perhaps not misrepresent, but sometimes can be a little bit misleading and a little bit concerning to people who perhaps aren't particularly into a certain theme.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going to flick it back to us. Oh, show one more page. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Riviera is my favorite kit to date. And I just want to bring
There
up,
you go.
thank you for commenting everybody through that. I think it was it Laurie? It's scrolled back up.
I'm going to do an unboxing and I'm going to be like Snoop Dogg narrating it. I've been threatening this for a
promising
while,
that.
I know.
Yeah. I've never skipped a kit. I started with Whale Song.
Yeah. Whale Song's
yeah.
one of my favourites. I like the mermaid chick in the with the background and stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And that's the thing, like when I'm designing, if there's something that's super, super themed, like PAU was super themed. Do you want to chuck that under if you feel like it?
Let me find an open one.
PAU was super, super themed for school. So what I do with all the ones that are really specifically themed is that I will then have a secondary and sometimes even a third sort of theme hanging in there. So the secondary theme for PAU was stationery. And I mean, who out of us isn't a stationery lover? That's why we're here, right?
Do you happen to know where your open one is?
No, just open up that one. Just be gentle with it. Yeah, bring it over. I'll open it.
Which one?
This one. Yeah,
All right.
I've recorded that one anyway.
Oh, okay, well, I'll open it. Ow, that was my knee.
How's your knee doing? You know, you can roll that out. That's why I got it put on casters.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's because you
But-
did it.
I did. I over-engineered it. Oh, this one's already been opened, Sam.
Yeah, they all have because that's what I've been filming. I just didn't get to Riviera the other day.
Oh, that's right. PA.
That's when I messaged
So
you.
fun story. We get 5 kits delivered, and Sam opened every single one of her PAUs.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, you know, it's a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people are now saying that they skipped it and they're waiting for it to come online. When I unboxed, Karen said, when I unboxed Riviera, I was blown away, and I feel it's been really underrated. Now it's hitting the destination. I know it will be. I know its beauty and will be shared.
Oh, I like these because look, you've got cheerleading and you've got the studying and relaxing.
Oh no! My puppy stole one of my PAU washi already.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
naughty puppy! What flower is it in Riviera? It is
Is it a Poinsettia?
no.
That would be silly.
It's
It's a little white one.
I can't remember. No, the leaves are actually the flower because the flowers look like leaves.
I'm just being called out on my hand modelling skills. I feel like the episodes of Friends where Joey becomes a hand model were really something.
Bianca started with PAU. Can't wait for Riviera. Stationery, yeah, exactly. So, oh, there we go. PAU fits nicely with my study starting next week. Good luck, Rachel. I really love the teal tile paper in Riviera. That colour, yay! That makes me really happy because I actually did the teal tiles all on my own.
What is it about?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's a sticker.
It says 100 sheets, 200 pages, 5x7.
Oh dear. Do you have a composition notebook?
I know our notebooks and I know Moleskine notebooks.
Okay, hold on. I just need to educate my husband. Okay, mister. I'll do it on this computer.
I've missed something. And you've cut me off before I had the last 2 pages. There was one page of boxes and there was one page of gold and headers.
This is a composition notebook. It's like a really
This
popular
is
thing.
Amazing.
Especially
YouTube
for
viewing.
schooling
We're
and stuff.
watching. Sam's googling stuff for me. I've got no idea what that is.
Composition notebook. And see, that's the little label that's on the front of them.
I see it, but
Yeah.
I still have no idea what it is. Very good.
It's a notebook.
I get that it's a notebook, but I don't understand the reference.
It's a type of notebook. It's like saying a moleskin. It's a composition notebook.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, bougainvillea. That is the I have to find my mouse again. Yes, the flower is the bougainvillea. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Bougainvillea.
Yes. Yeah, Michael went from hired as a hand model to fired for not knowing what a composition notebook is.
They hire me for my hands, Lisa, not for my words.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is a teachable moment. Absolutely.
How what? What?
Composition notebook.
Well, I know.
The stickers, the folding sticker is a composition notebook, and everybody's asking for me to make make it into an actual planner cover because that would look really cool.
Mm.
It's like the whole Lisa Frank thing. It's a thing. I'm gonna move on before you say who's Lisa Frank.
That's probably for the best.
Michael didn't go to school. Our stationery here is very different to in the States. So yeah, I like this. Hold on. You might want to turn that off, by the way. I proudly showed my daughter my PAU pin and she said, "Oh, you graduated." Oh, that's so sweet. That's so cute. My 11-month-old steals my PA washi all the time. Naughty little animals. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Lockie likes to unroll washi, which annoys Indy because she likes to leave her washi out. So composition notebooks, they are here in Australia, but I don't think they're as big here. I could be wrong. I do remember them. Anyway, next thing.
We
Okay.
just had El Cheapo notebooks.
Yeah. You do your update.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
and then we can go from there. How's that sound? Because Michael's got his customer service, shipping.
I do.
Well, you've kind of done shipping.
We have. So shipping, as you know, PAU and Riviera have arrived safely with most people, and if not, they're on their way. There will be a slight delay in getting the rest of them listed to the shop, mainly because there was a big error that was made by me with the shipping weights, and therefore USPS and Australia Post and those guys are charging us a ridiculous amount for them, and we're just working through with them to get a credit on that, because they're charging us shipping on 3 kilograms instead of 500 grams. Yikes. Fortunately, that didn't go through, but we can't ship anymore until that's resolved. So that's a slight delay. So
It should be resolved soon.
It will be resolved soon, and it won't affect anyone who was subscribed for those kits. They've already been sent.
Yep.
For the All for Fall kit, so we're just waiting on confirmation from our supplier that has been sent. It was supposed to be sent on Friday. But I do know that factory was affected by some of the rolling shutdowns in China. For those who aren't following it, the factories, or not the factories, but many cities in China are still experiencing rolling lockdowns. It did affect directly the supplier for our new notebooks. So the notebook looks like it's going to be shipping on the 5th of September instead of the 1st. So fortunately, it wasn't too badly affected. The All for Fall kit, I think, is in a similar boat where they had to just shut their operations down. And because they're produced, obviously, in a factory where people have to go, that's the sort of thing that can't continue.
Which sucks because it works so hard on getting that out.
It does.
On time. And just...
Yeah, I know. And I guess the only upside is... because we're shipping out of Hong Kong rather than Australia, if we were still shipping out of Australia, it would be even further behind because then
it would have to come to us first.
Yeah.
We'd have to package it all up.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to send it out. So, I mean, we're saving about a week and a half. No, 2 weeks by doing that because it used to take a week for us to get the stock and then another week for it to be packed and then to get to the point where it's at our front door waiting for it to be picked up. So
they'll go out very quickly.
Yeah.
As soon as they arrive, which is great. So that's shipping. From a customer service point of view, I'm doing a few things to change how quickly we can get back to you there, particularly with the trickier questions, I guess. So I'm just at the moment trialing some help for some of the simpler requests. So things like, where's my kit? Can you help with this tracking number? This is missing, that's missing. Those kind of things. So you will see a couple of new names pop up as the replies in there. And hopefully we can find the right person and we can get similar level of service, but hopefully better than me in terms of speed, at least. But anything that's sort of beyond the capabilities of the assistance that we get, that will still be dealt with by Sam or I, mostly me, because Sam's busy being a design monkey.
You're very much a design monkey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's kind of the shipping and customer service updates.
Yeah.
We'll be able to get you more as we see it.
So I was planning on bringing up the whole fall thing with the another chance to do my fall thing so that you could talk about the fall and the unfortunate slight delays. But I'm running out of opportunities to use that.
Hey, repurpose it with Christmas leaves. No?
Yes, I can.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's happy days. Or
Petals.
yeah,
Flower petals.
from a particular tree that blooms in a particular country, most predominantly.
Well, it blooms in many countries, but I get where you're going with that. Yeah. So, we are working on ways to make the customer service a bit faster and things like that as well. So
yeah, it's one of those things. I'm really conscious that I am very slow at it, and obviously I'm super thankful for people being really understanding with that. It's just something that it's the easiest thing to take off my plate for at least the simple requests, and it's one of those things where, and I'm sure that Sam's the same. You when you look at a list and it's got like 100 outstanding requests, that becomes really difficult to actually open up and start doing versus the other things, and then kind of it becomes a perpetuating problem.
yeah. You said too much of the things. But yeah, it's. I mean,
I didn't. You did.
You did. You said a certain flower that has petals that goes over. Or I said the petal thing, but has that flowers in a certain particular place mostly. That's very obvious.
Well, you told me I wasn't allowed to say a certain word, so I didn't.
I know it wasn't a certain word, but it was. There was enough.
I didn't say the word.
You did not. Yay! I love that you're obsessed with the Awful Fall theme. So are we.
Yeah.
I really love it. Actually,
Go and do your thing and grab them across.
While you talk?
While I talk.
Were you thinking what I was thinking?
Yes, I was.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, B1? B2? I want to be B1. You can be B2. Do you not know that? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, B2?
I'm an old man. My childhood was so long ago, I can't remember.
That was... I so need to have that now as an overlay. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do.
I think... Well, the ABC aren't as litigious as Disney, I guess, so they hopefully won't sue us. But...
And my singing is not that good that it's going to get us pulled up.
All right. So Sam has been busy creating some really quite wonderful bits and pieces in Notable merch. You put them in a group chat messenger. So
I know. That's right. That's what I'm grabbing.
Okay, why don't you chop this JPEG
because
across?
It's easier to.
Okay,
yeah.
so she's designed a bunch of really neat things for fall, which we are working very quickly to get up onto Notable so that you can purchase them in time for fall. I don't want to steal too much of the thunder, but at the same time, or not at the same time, but very shortly after that, we will be looking at some nice winter warmers for Christmas. And seeing what we can get in there. We're really desperate to try and get a soft, oversized
PJ hoodie type thing.
Because I think that with some of the Christmas things would be great.
Well, even the fall, even if it arrives a little bit after fall,
Yeah.
you know, the fact that it's still, you know, there for fall, like with the fall theme, people can use it at any time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that reminds me. Amelia's comment about getting 2 pieces of vellum with Riviera has reminded me that with the All for Fall kit, so when Sam unboxed the PAU and Riviera's live on air and she ended up with the acetate that was black rather than foiled.
I haven't listened to any of that, or I could just see everybody giving you crap about not knowing the Bananas song. Sorry, okay, continue. My apologies.
Sorry. So because of the unintentional black acetate that was received with, was it acetate or the vellum? It was the acetate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was received with Riviera and PAU. The All for Fall kits will include both a black and a foiled version of the acetate.
Yeah, because we realised what had actually happened was our suppliers, because I got off the live after seeing what had happened, and I contacted them, found out that they knew that we had an amount that we needed to hit dollar-wise for each of our kits, so they had defaulted it off foil to save us cash.
Without telling us.
But we didn't realise because both of us, I thought Michael had checked the invoice for foil, and he had thought I had checked the invoice for foil, and I just assume it is because it's in all my paperwork that I send through when I design. So, then we looked at the fall one, which had already come through, and I said to Michael, "Can we we really need to have fall in foil?"
Well, I think people like the black, so I think moving forward we'll do a bit of variation.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a bit of variation, but I was like, the fall has to be in foil. So you get a black version and a foil version because I'd already produced it, and I was adamant that it had to have foil. So you get both.
So just to answer Chelsea's question really quickly, if it was in August, Chelsea, I should be able to still see it.
Hold on, what's Chelsea's question?
She's just got a question about sending the thing back. If you sent it in August, I'll still be able to get to it and fix it up for you.
Yeah.
So no need to resend it.
Yeah. Kelly, I think I have your weekly spread in show and tell a little bit later.
Yeah.
So yeah. And you know what? Now that I know that's what it looks like, I'm actually thinking about doing more acetate with printed instead of foil. Yeah. So yeah. I'll change it up. I'll change it up just like I do with the washi. Not every month is foiled. And it's funny because what happens every time I get up to the foiling point of my designs?
I don't know. I'm usually asleep by the time you're designing things.
I curse myself. I sit here and I'm like, whose smart idea was it to put foil on the stickers and on the washi? And because it takes me so long to do it. And then I'm like, oh, that's right. It was me. I fought for this for so many years. And I sit there and I get really cranky at myself because it's so pedantic. It looks pretty, but it drives me nuts. So I actually like when there's breaks in the foil because it gives me a little bit of a mental tidy break as well.
It does look pretty.
It does look pretty. I'm going to show some of the stuff that I've been working on Notable. There's not as much here as what I have been working on. And I'm going to bring up somebody else's comment, which I'll get to in a minute. Sorry, I'm a little bit scattered today.
Notable.
And Notable. So, So the first thing I have been working on is some really cute long PJ pants. So the pants on the top will be separate. As you can tell, this pattern was my standout favorite pattern. It reminds me a lot of the old sunflower pattern. So when Holly started doing a whole bunch of designs in Notable, I said, can you please leave this pattern for me? Because this was my favorite pattern of this kit and I really want to play with it. So she had put up a blanket, but I have been playing with this a little bit more now. So I've made some, they're like a wide set PJ pants. I think they're new. I don't think they were up the last time. I came across them accidentally and I'm like, I need them personally. And then I found these other pants, which aren't PJ pants, but they're wide set pants. Sorry, this is really hard for me organise, but I'll get there. And I sort of had a little bit of a play, and they sort of trail down one side of the leg and a little bit onto the bottom of the other one. So
I like it.
having a little bit of fun with the designs, right? Because I said to Mike, I really need to take just a few days off doing kits and digitals and setting up templates and all this sort of stuff, and I need to have a little bit of fun with something different. So I jumped onto Notable, and then I did a new hoodie. Oh, they like to resize in full size, don't they?
They do.
So, and this is the standard model. I couldn't find the female model, but that's okay because guys like it too. But I do actually love.
He's rocking it.
He is rocking it. It's got the sort of darker, the dark honey coloured inside hood. And I actually think that it'll sit really quite nice, and it's like falling from the top. I think I might do another one where it's like falling down towards the bottom, but it's really hard on this design just because of where the pocket sits, because they don't guarantee something's going to line up. If I could get that guarantee, I would be so much more painful, which is probably why they don't do it. And the last thing that I've got to show, which is something I'm really excited for, we did talk that we're trying to get the oversized jumpers with the arms and things like that. I'm probably going to be designing that next week, maybe. But what I did have access to straight away was this, which is like
it's a hooded blanket.
It's a hooded blanket, and it looks absolutely cozy.
Doesn't it?
And I'm actually thinking of putting like a little sign on the back, like an optional sign on the back, like into the design, where it's like, if you can see this. So I was also working on a Halloween one. Will it arrive in time for Halloween? Maybe not.
Yeah, because
if I put it up this week.
If you're in the US and you work, because the US delivery is about 10 days for those items. Okay. Production plus delivery is about 10 days.
So plenty of time. So I've got one which is like the potions and stuff like that, and another one which is black with the ghosts, and the potion one has got if it's got like a little sign on the back saying, if you can read this, I'm casting a spell on you. So I've got like little spots on it where you can sort of have a little bit of fun with it as well. So everybody's sort of sharing the love on them. I did see this comment from Lisa about my foiling, begging for foil, and then I was like, I prefer elastics versus drawstrings. Yeah, different. I mean, we are really limited with what we have access to, and every week that changes. I've actually put a request in to ask for some other products from the suppliers that may take months. We don't know, but we'll see. I'd love an open cardigan with that. That is something I mean.
Yep.
This is what I live in. I live in open cardigans. So that's definitely something I'm looking for too. The hooded blanket, it's just, that's a really good one.
Yeah, curl up on the couch.
That reminds me of your mug.
My man-flu mug.
I wonder if we can make a version like that with any of our art that goes with it. Not glow-in-the-dark ghosts, but the ghosts like what I've done in the sticker book, so it looks like glow-in-the-dark. Yeah. Now,
what?
No, you just sound like you were about to say something.
I was like,
okay, go.
yeah. So the only other thing I wanted to talk about very briefly before I go is the Christmas gifting release.
Well, before we get into that, I do actually want to. Can I?
Go on.
Yep. So, I have some kind of bad news. And I shared this with Michael the other day, and it's something that's really sort of been. It made me really sad because I was the one who was putting the expectations on myself for this, and Christmas is one of my favorite times of year. That and Halloween. So I have been pushing constantly for the last year just to sort of get things back up to where they need to be for the business. And we're not quiet. It's taken a toll on both of us with how it's been. And Christmas, it was going to take, so the last couple of weeks, kids have needed us a lot, and we've needed to, I've taken a couple of days off, which has been lovely. And I sort of sat back and I said, there's just no way that I'm going to be able to get this release done in a decent amount of time with the shipping.
Sam's talking specifically about the
Christmas
themed items.
Yeah.
So like we talked about Christmas gnomes and those kind of things. So
yeah,
that kind of stuff in terms of a physical release isn't going to happen this year.
I was getting to that.
Well, no, it's just...
I'm taking too long.
No, we just don't want to scare people with what it actually means.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay.
Because you were overplaying it, I think. I know it's really important to you, but there's still other releases and other fun stuff to work on. But
I was getting to that.
You ran out of time. Sorry. Carry on. I mansplained. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You got to call me out. I don't know until it happened and afterwards.
Now I'm all out of whack. The point was, I'm feeling really crappy about it, and I almost said a bad word live on air.
YouTube will cut us off, Sam.
We'll be cancelled. And I know that I promised it, and I feel really bad because I'm not going to be able to do the Christmas theme stuff as well as the Christmas gift giving stuff, which can be given all year round. And
or you can give it to yourself.
Something had to give. And it was either my mental health, my sanity, the time with the children, or the Christmas themed stuff. So, yeah, I'm devastated because I really wanted to do that. And that's not to say that there might be digital stuff, but I'm also not going to say for sure. We do have some other digital stuff. We still have our wild sale on, and there is some older Christmas stuff still in our store, which is still amazing. So, I feel horrible, but
it's all right. You got to look after yourself.
Well, I was looking forward to it too, but yeah, there's no way I can do that without literally having a couple of weeks worth of no sleep, and I'm already really struggling. So, Dawn just said, I'm sad, but my pocketbook is rejoicing. Don't your pocketbook may not rejoice too much. Could you pass me water, please? Because we do have our Christmas gift giving. Oh, I just want to put some of this stuff up. So, because this is why I love this community. And I said to Mike,
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Michael said, you were the one who you put this on yourself. You really wanted to do this. Are you sure? We've already told everybody. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm sure everybody will be really understanding. So, yeah, thank you. But yeah, there is going to be, so this is so that I could A, focus on digitals because they are still super far behind. B, focus on, hi. B, focus on the digital creative kits. So when I say digitals, I mean like the Luxe inserts, which are long, there's some of them that are really long overdue. Fixing up my templates, which are, I know I keep saying it, but it's a really big job, especially for how much art that I do. So focusing on bringing out all those past digitals that I do need to do, as well as some new digital things that I have been working on, which is those mini kits, which I've released a couple of, and weekly kits, which I've been working on in the background, and all this background stuff that, for every one thing you guys see, there's usually around about, 50 or 60 things that I've got going in the background. So I'm going to use that little bit of time that I have, which isn't Christmas dependent, to really just do that justice. And then we're going to get on to I just want to read some of these because I haven't read. Self-care is priority number 1. Yeah.
It is. You've got to look after yourself, and when the important thing is you recognize that you're committed early and you made the choice early.
And I wanted to let you all know, because I know how much as planners we love decorating for Christmas, and Christmas is such a big thing. And from our side, it's really going to hurt us because Christmas is a huge release for us and we rely on that cash every year. So hence why I'm trying to get the digitals up so we can at least make some cash off that digitals, because we do rely on that. But also we've got the Christmas gift giving. Now, let me talk about that before I start crying.
I got 2 minutes and then I got to go.
Oh, okay. So Christmas gift
giving. So we are inspired by, the success of the notebook that we produced for fall. We're super happy with how that's been received, and we're wanting to do something really special for Christmas with a couple of our past most loved themes.
Yeah.
And we've got some cracker ideas in terms of what that might look like. There's a few that are high on our priority list, including one that I'm not allowed to say the name of because I've already gotten in trouble for it today.
Yeah, just because it's an older kit and I need to go back through artwork and make sure that it's not going to be a bigger job than it looks like.
So I'm not going to do that, but it's, I think it's a bit of a crowd favourite. Certainly my favourite. Didn't say it today anyway.
Well, and the other thing is Mermaid was a really big sleeper hit. And there's so much that I really want to be able to, do for Mermaid.
I didn't say Mermaid.
That's because we can say Mermaid because that is a more recent kit. It's the older kit I don't want you to say.
There's definitely going to be 2 releases in the, this special release. One of them is going to be Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, we're not going to confirm exactly what that is yet. There might be a third depending on time and how Sam's feeling and how the designs are slipping along. But the idea would be that they, much like the fall release, will be up for sale as a pre-order in sort of mid to late September, in roughly four-ish weeks' time.
Yep.
And then they will be produced and sent 6 weeks after that. So they'll be sent, early November.
Yeah. And the
which
thing
will
is
get to you in time for
Christmas. Yeah. So if you're wanting to give a gift to like somebody in the family, or if you want to buy a gift for yourself, or if hubby doesn't know what to buy for you, just buy it and and then say, I've already bought it. It's all good. You don't have to stress about it this year.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Have I already done that?
You will be. Well, I get that stuff anyway. I should. I designed it. I should have that stuff.
Imagine having it under the tree wrapped and you'd be like, what's this? Open it. Oh, I made this, you jerk.
Your food's ready. I just heard it beep.
I can let it have a bit of it. So that's...
We've just had... Sorry, I just saw... Because Lisa said, that's a really good idea. Maybe create a pay what you want with the minimum fee for the digital Christmas kit, then people can overpay if they want to. I don't even know how we would do that.
I don't know how we do that. We can add a tip option to the cart, I guess.
Yeah, that's
very generous.
Thank you. I freaking love this community.
Me too.
That's as close as I get to a swear word on my lives. That's as close as I'm allowed. So
stay tuned on what they are, and Sam might talk a little bit more about the ideas. But certainly, we really love the new notebook. We think that's something that we're super keen on.
Yeah,
we're working out. Or Sam's got some lovely ideas around what did you call it? A folio for the notebooks.
Yes. I'm still designing that. I'm working with a vendor. So that's the thing. Like if I did Christmas as well as this gift giving,
have time to do all.
I wouldn't have time to do all these ideas that I've wanted to do for years, and they're just sitting here and it's stuck in my head, and it is driving me nuts not being able to do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what am I going to spend the week and a half to do a Christmas book? Or should I spend that time doing something that sets my heart on fire? Like, not saying Christmas doesn't, because it absolutely does, which is one of the reasons why I'm devastated, but do something that gets me creatively feeling alive again. And that also means I can do like the mini sticker book, which I'm working on. And on that, I have been talking to a new supplier. I did mention this, I think, last week.
You did.
And we will be trialing them as a separate release first, not on the kits, because I want to get your feedback. But thank you, everybody, for your
You've reminded me.
Feedback?
Yeah. So for people who, just in terms of this release that we're doing.
It's going to make me nervous when you act like this.
It's okay.
I told you to write down what we're talking about first.
We're in this together. You've reminded me because you spoke about the fact that we're trialling a new supplier of sticker books.
Yes.
And we're talking about our September release, which is for, I guess, gift giving for, either for yourself or your friends or your family, or for you to get for your hubby to give to you, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whoever to give to you.
Your other half.
Your other half. Well, we've got something that we can really share, and it is top secret, but not anymore. It is, because there's 5 things that were designed.
I swear you do this so that I look like I'm like...
You should have already got this, because there's 5 things that were designed with your hard work that were going to be released in September. But weren't,
are you sure you want to say that? Because we're still waiting on pricing back.
We're waiting on pricing back, but we're excited about it because we've got 5
Okay.
new reimaginations.
Okay.
No?
Yeah, okay, well, you've gone this far. Okay, so we're looking into, let's preface it with that. It's not a for sure thing yet. So we did actually talk about...
You drop the thunder. I'm going to go eat my lunch and go.
Okay, go eat.
Bye, everybody.
Hold on. I'll give you a partial thunder.
Half thunder for Michael.
Half thunder. Yeah, because, Michael's got an appointment. He's got to run. Maybe just spin this over.
Yeah, I got it.
So, I can breathe a little bit now. Because I've got a corner desk, and so when Michael's sitting next to me, I've got to like squish all the way over. So actually, I can do this as well. Oh, sorry about the jumping. See ya. Okay, so Sammy's having kittens with the thunder. Let me bring the thunder back. Okay, so what he was talking about is so for all those who remember, we did have the agreement with Michael's. Michael's in the US, Michael stores. Now they have decided to not continue I think it's like Make Dreams Happen, the wild collab that was happening that we were part of. Unfortunately, for the moment, that's been put on ice. So what they did was they sent us back the finished files and said, if you want, you can go ahead and create the books. So now obviously there's a design with their supplier. So this was one of the reasons that we started hunting for a different supplier. Theirs is with their different supplier. They order thousands at a time, so they get them significantly cheaper than what we do. Hence why they can then go into Michael's and be discounted at like 40% off at times. But we've received the designs for a whole bunch of, I think there was, Mike was saying 5 different kits, very much loved kits. So we are currently looking or talking with a supplier so that we can create those books. And they will hopefully, fingers crossed, be part of the gift giving bonanza release that we're planning to do in, was it September? He's gone. I thought he was in the kitchen. So that's, so if, we'll just, hold on, get my cart. Everything's out of reach because Michael was in here. So it's not these designs because these designs have already happened. But yeah, it's basically like these books that we did with Michael's that, they were new versions of these books. So yeah, that is super, super exciting. I'm just going to flick it onto the down camera. Oh, that's like really not bright. What happened to the camera? There we go. So it's, these ones are closed. Where's my open one? Let me just grab one that's open. Here we go. This one's probably closed. So it's the tall books that were done through the Michael's Make / collab with Craftsmith. So yeah, this is just an example of one of the older ones. So this won't be one of the ones that will be released, but just to give you an idea of sort of what was in it for people who didn't see those. Let me just flick back over to me. I don't know why that's gone so dark. Yeah, so that is super exciting because I know being someone who's not in the States, who finds it very difficult to get stuff from America, whose child has an addiction to bubble guppies where they only release stuff in America. I know what it's like to not be able to get the goodies that you want. I now have a bunch of amazing friends who ship everything to me. But the great thing is that now with these books, we're going to be producing them. They will be stocked at our warehouse, and we'll be able to send worldwide like we do with everything else. So we did want to share that we are working on making those a thing, and we are super excited. And it looks like, yeah, so that's the thing. It'll be available in Australia because we're producing them and they're going to go straight into our warehouse. The biggest downside is that if we are able to produce them, they won't be as cheap as what they were in Michael's because we do not get their pricing because we can't afford and we don't have the base to order thousands. But so we're going to work on pricing and see what we can do for everyone. Yeah, I had the same problem with the Jujube bags. Yeah, so I actually just got one of my friends in the States to order a secondhand Bubble Guppies playset for Lockie, because he sees the pictures on the internet and then wants it, even though they stopped making them like 5 years ago, and then we've got to try and track them down, and shipping is crazy to Australia. So yeah. Oh yay! We've got some excitement. Oh, here we go. I believe it was Under the Stars, 2 books. I think one of them was the super seasonal book, Celebrate, Note to Self, Chapter 3, and a super seasonal book. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, I don't think Under the Stars was 2 books. I think there was a second different book. Those books are the ones that I'm using for my planner this week. Yay! That's awesome. I love those Michael's books. I bought 2 of each and hoarded 1 of each. Yes, pardon me, as you could tell by the fact that I didn't want to open, I have obviously hoarded them myself. But yeah, actually, while we're discussing this, I'm going to get your feedback again, because this is what I do on my lives. And you have all been so wonderful, like, you've all been so helpful with everything that I've brought up. And I really appreciate your candor. But I'm just trying to find, here we go. So with the separate release books that I'm doing, so aside from the Michael's ones, because they're already pre-designed in their, like, this shape, which I guess is the same shape it's the same shape as the Happy Planner sort of books. Let me grab one. Here we go. Yeah, so, they're not exactly the same, but they're close to, and I think that's so they could do the 3 wide on the front. Now, I am looking at doing some other designs separately, some other books separately, and I'm sort of stuck. I'm stuck between doing it in our size like this, which costs more, or doing it, I think it costs more because it's a different size. Doing it in this, which is a relatively standard size with our new supplier, or, I mean, this is a completely different size again, or doing an A5 size, which would then cost, potentially be more. Like, it's, welcome to my world. So I guess the main thing I'm sort of throwing up is, do I do something this size, or do I do something this or A5 size? It's like, it's so hard to decide. Do a lot of people buy these and then just like the fact that they stack? Because I get that. I get the whole hoarding and lining them up. Help a sister out. Which way do I go? I've just realized that whatever costs less so we can buy more. That's what I say to my suppliers, and they're like, well, you need to tell us exactly what you want so we can do the sizing, and I need to send through samples. I much prefer the size and shape of the PA sticker books. They fit in my melody. Yeah, that's the reason why I did this size as standard, because I know a lot of people do that. Do what is most cost effective. Yeah, I think so. HP size. What can you fit more in? Well, yeah, see, that's the big question. So with the HP sort of size, I do know that they've got like bigger borders on each of the edges, whereas on mine, I was really cheeky with my suppliers and got like the sidebar in and stuff like that. So I am chatting to the new budget-friendly size, depends on quality. The quality is good from what I've seen. The cost of the sticker books has always held me back. I mean, we're never going to be as cheap as like what you can get in Michael's, what you can get at Happy Planner. We don't buy the quantities that they buy. We don't ship in shipping containers, and, you know, where they get bulk discounts and things like that. We don't get those discounts. So yeah, that's the hard thing. I am looking at the thinner paper stock so that way it doesn't bulk up people's planners. And so this book that's in the, I'm not talking about the one that's with the kits. I'm keeping that how it is for the moment, just because I don't want to touch that. This will be with a separate release. Then we'll see how it goes and move on from there. Okay, I'll see what works. I'll see if the HP ones are cheaper. If the HP ones are cheaper, I'll probably move across to that. And I will, as usual, and my suppliers love it, I will push them for what I can do with my designs and sizing and spacing and all that sort of stuff. But I love this. Thank you so much, Donna. I'll buy whatever size you do them in. I have organization for both, and you've actually said the PA and HP sizes as well. The books were in, the previous books that we did with Michael's. Yes, so the books were in Bloom, Pretty Posy, Serenity, Book Lover, Books and Botanicals, Hello Universe, Wonderlust, Getaway. I like the HP width to fit in my storage bins. Yeah. Thinner paper is also my jam, even if it's a little more. Yeah, I mean, the advantage to the thicker ones is that it's easier to sort of nudge up against, but I find that I like the thinner paper because I'm really heavy-handed with my writing, so I find the thicker the stickers behind it, the harder it is to write. But that's just a me thing. I can go any way you go. Oh, I don't purchase any other sticker books, so really any size. Okay, so I feel like we're not really stuck to size. We do like the fact that these match because they go in the back of our planners. Yes. I did actually try initially to get writing on the spine, but because the spines are so little, I wasn't able to. Because they're like, it'll shift, and it could shift all the way onto the front or onto the back because there's like a 3 mil shift, and that's basically the size of the spine. Oh, thank you. I have to rework my budget, but I feel that at the moment. But I refuse to give up my PA subscription with the sticker book because the quality is awesome and the designs are so pretty. And that's one of the things, like I've been like assessing everything over the past year, and I've been really pushing not only myself but my artists, and see ya, good luck. Yeah, and my artists and my suppliers to, you know, make different to what everybody else does. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like, oh, do I do this size? And yeah, anyway, I will get pricing. I will find out about it and see what I can do. Oh, thank you, Bianca. I wish I could do Disney. One day we will be big enough and be able to afford that licensing fee. Oh, yes, get them all out, line them up. I have them in my Rascog in a nice pretty line. They look really good. Okay, don't care about the size. Okay, awesome. I've gotten a lot of feedback. Look at the PA sticker. Definitely like the look of the PA sticker. Books best. Yeah. I feel like finding storage boxes for my HP is harder. The size you could find anymore. Yeah, so one of the things is I was actually trying to get storage boxes made for these, but shipping without them getting damaged is problematic. No. Can I see your trolley? Not now because it's an absolute mess. I was planning last week on doing a big overhaul and clean and filming a bunch of that, but I'll have to do it like next week. I did see that somebody, oh yes, I do have, Cindy, thank you for reminding me. I do. I have a whole bunch of previews. Let's do that in a second. We got onto the chat. I did see somebody put these in you know what would be really cool? Chucking these into the Rainbow Melody, because the Rainbow is all colors, and then you've got like all your storage for that. I'm just going to throw that out there, and they're 40% off at the moment. Just before I can I do this? No. Oh, there it goes. Oh, let me just hide that comment. I do want to let everybody know that we have. Oops. Oh my gosh, get it together, Sammy. We have actually extended our wild sale. I haven't put it on the webpage yet, but we're going to do it, I think, until tomorrow midnight our time. So yeah. Sorry, I was just reading Karen's comment. Keep the format of your sticker books. Why mix it up? Have an incredible designer back it up. Because this size doesn't necessarily work for an idea that I've got. Which is why I'm like, do I go to A5 or do I go to this? I can't talk more about that because I have to get confirmation of my supplier on something, of the new supplier. Okay, so yes, let us go to Rejuvenate. Oh, you can see my mess. Okay, so let's chat Rejuvenate because we haven't yet. So Rejuvenate is the next kit. I am hoping to open that up for subscriptions tomorrow. So that means that if you love the fall All for Fall kit, but you haven't subscribed yet, you've basically got a day to do that. So do that today. Before you go to sleep tonight, if you're overseas, do it today. Sorry, I'm seeing all these comments coming through. I'm loving all the comments. If you haven't already, give us a thumbs up and hit the bell to subscribe. All that people normally remind me to say. Whatever works for my brain. My brain is in many different pieces at the moment. Okay, let us bring up the previews for this gorgeous kit. Now, I don't have the sticker book preview complete yet because I'm just waiting to hear back on 2 of the pages. Just because I think I put things a little bit too close. But yes, the Rejuvenate kit is very much inspired by our Time to Unwind kit. It's very relaxing, very rejuvenating. It's, let's just head off to the day spa and have a bit of fun. You can see the full box there. Now that box has, that box has the additional papers and the extra sticker book in there as well. Pardon me. Yes, and this kit should also work together with Dream Chaser. So if you have a Dream Chaser, it will look beautiful with it. And if you don't have Dream Chaser, get onto... Is it on the website? I think it's on the website, so you can buy it now. Okay, let's have a quick flick through. So we've got our welcome card and our art card. And I flipped them around the wrong way, so you can't actually see the quote. And I think it's something like, enjoy the simple things. So it's just a little reminder to just, take a minute. You can tell where I've been at lately. Take a minute and just relax and enjoy. And there's 2 different little art cards there as well. There's the art card and then there's the welcome card on the back. And they're both quite simple so that you can frame either side. Thank you. I'm going to love this one so much. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yay. Yeah, somebody saw the knits. I bought them back because they were too cozy not to. Purple is my thing. So we've got the stickers that are there for the kit. So the 2 pages of the kit stickers, and yes, I have absolutely covered up the preview sticker for the next kit. Oh, you sneaky people out there. And it's following the same layout that we normally do. So you've got the folding sticker in there and a whole bunch of goodies, which are sort of inspired well-being, self-care, all that sort of stuff as well. It's got these little cards on it, which are like inspiration cards as well. Let's jump over to the washi. The washi, we've got that nice little purple splatter, so it can be used horizontally or vertically. We've then got like this little gorgeous like lavender lavender foil, lavender 15mm washi. My head has left the building. And then the final washi, which is like, it's got a whole bunch of like squares. It's like a quilt. I wanted it to feel very much like a quilt. Make sure you cover it on. Yes, I keep forgetting that one. Although I don't mind. It's just, I just wanted to have the live to focus on this one instead of next time. Oh, yay, the wide washi is amazing. Detective Amelia, she stopped your investigation story. Don't worry, it'll be up on the website. And then we've got the kit paper. So we've got this really, beautiful, simple lavender, and I've kept the knits because I felt like we needed a purple shades of the knits because the fall ones were very, you know, fall colors, and we needed this. So this is our September kit. So this won't ship until late, so like mid to late September. And then the second lot of papers, which is that tree and that beautiful lavender rose, the lavender farm sort of thing. And it's got the green behind it, which brings out sort of the green between the lavender rose. And then the third one on the kit papers is that beautiful quilt. Yeah, of all the different things which are inspired by this kit. So there's heaps in there. There's got like little envelopes with the seal, and you'll see as we go through. We've also got the vellum and the acetate. I don't know why that's showing up as gold. It should not be gold. It should be silver. And the acetate is just that beautiful, once again, that really beautiful sort of lavender, like it's almost like you're looking at the field, but like more of like the close up at the front, and then it sort of fades off into the distance. Definitely soothing. Yay! The lavender tree in the farm is stunning. Yeah, and I mean, this is the thing, right? I always say to people, because I do cop a bit of flack for doing different seasons to where I live. And I mean, you can use the kits anytime, and this is why we don't do anything dated. Just like me, I always keep them for when I feel the urge need, like, happens, if that makes sense. My words are not wording. Yeah, we're getting lots of love. And then the stamp set, I've done, so some of the ideas on this, oh yeah, the acetate does have two designs. Let me just go back to that because I didn't finish talking. So I've grabbed the stars from, I think it was Under the Stars. So it's got like the love hearts and the stars and the spatters and all that sort of stuff. And then the bottom has got the field below. So it's sort of got a little bit of like galaxy, but only touches, hints of it. That's also in the washi, I think, little bits of it in the washi. But yeah, so there's like hints of that as well. So you can always like cut that in half, or you can like shift it up and down depending on how you're going to use it. Now the stamps, I do have two of those washi sprigs. I've got one of the characters in there. I've got the little hearts as trackers, and I've got current status and like the little relax. I've got a little timeout, and I've got the little like a border there as well. Now I put in a whole bunch of icons. And the icons, so we've got like a sleeping mask, a pillow, the little like scrub containers, the slippers. We've got like a little lip balm, or a body butter, and the bath bomb, and then the little, for those people who use essential oils, there's one of those in there. There's a brush. There's the little flower and then a bigger flower. There's the container, the jar, so that if you want to make a tracker out of it, you can use the little flower and the bigger flower to do the tracker. And it's got one of my favorite quotes at the moment, which I actually do want to put on a shirt in Notable, which says, holding it together with stickers and washi tape, because that's how I've felt for the past year and a half to 2 years, is literally I'm holding life together with stickers and washi tape. So yeah, that is, that's the stamp set, and I'm really, I cannot wait for the stamp set to arrive. Yeah, the icons are brilliant for Bujo use, and I mean just in general use, and I do want to try and do more icons. They're really hard because I sit there and I draw them, from like they need a lot of filling in from the actual art. And the other thing that I thought with this as well is I'm pretty sure in the mermaid kit there is like a circle, like a bobble stamp, which you can use to match the bathtub in this kit. So when there is like overlapping, I always try and think of, oh, how can people use the 2 or 3 different kits together? Yeah, holding it together with stickers and washi tape. That is my life at the moment, and you will see that on a shirt and a mug and all the things very shortly. I don't know why, but the other previews did not come through for that, but that is the preview so far. I will share more on the website tomorrow. I will put all the previews up. And I will be swapping over the website. So if you want to start your subscription with that, you will need to do that once the website swaps over, which will be tomorrow. Okay. Show and tell. Let's jump over to this. Show and tell, because I want to show how amazing you all are. Because, you know, as much as it is here about catching up with us and seeing what we're doing here and watching me cry live on camera, oh my goodness. Katie, did you say mermaids in the bathtub? Because Nadilla has just said that and I obviously missed that. I missed that comment somewhere. Yes. So anyway, I want to throw the spotlight back to you all because it's because of you that we still have a business when life has just been insanely hectic, and it's an emotional day, okay? So I want to show you some of the amazing things. And once again, this is mainly pulled from our Facebook group because I haven't been on Instagram because Instagram is a lot for me right now. So if people have been messaging through Instagram, that's why I haven't been on there. It's been a lot for a little while, but I'm getting back to it. But I want to show you all the amazing work that, well, not even work, projects, plans, all the things that people create with our stuff. And it's this that keeps me going. Okay. And no, it's Nadilla's idea. She's just egging me on. Does she not know you don't need encouragement? Okay. Okay, where is it? Hold on, here we go. Okay, so Leslie Pace has done a gorgeous weekly layout using Sweet Art. Now, there's also a video for this. If you haven't seen the video, jump into our Facebook group and check that out. Thank you, Leslie, for your hard work on that. Sherelle has done a beautiful monthly view using the Sail and Sea. The Sail and Sea kit. It's so pretty. And I love the washi at the bottom. Absolutely gorgeous. And then next, oops, did I just move that over? Stop moving. Just lock that in. Next up we have from Sharon, and I really enjoyed this layout. So this was, and we've got like I feel like it's cutouts from the paper. That's dedication. She's made a pocket. And this is like her favorite page. So what Shannon was really enjoying, I'm guessing, that month. It's super pretty and I really love this. I love the idea. I love the pocket, and I love that there's like a pull tab that comes out of that too. Thanks for the inspiration. Next is a card by Kelly. Now, Kelly has done a lot, so I've got a fair few of Kelly's to share today. I love this card, and I love the sprinkles over the top, and I also love that you use the paper as envelopes, and we have had people in our group asking if they can post that. I have heard they go through the post fine. Just make sure the plain color is on the outside and it's all taped down really well. Don't tape it down with washi tape. Tape it down with actual tape, because generally washi tape does come apart. I think somebody shared in our group saying that they then put like a clear cover sort of over it, just to give it a little bit of extra water protection, which is a great idea. So this is another one of Kelly's cards using, I want to say mermaid, but I also want to say whale song. I feel like it's more whale song, and I got this totally wrong. Either way, absolutely pretty. I feel like it was whale song. I'm all in for mermaids. Then we have Tamika. Tamika has done a gorgeous weekly layout, and I love the Bujo layout. I love how it changes up every week. I love that it's got the features of the different papers, and I love that you've also, when you photographed it, you've put the paper behind it, because it actually got me. I was like, what size planner is that? Because it's so tall, and that you've used part of the sidebar along that side. Kelly, you did mention earlier that you loved the black acetate, and yeah, this really stood out to me because when I was flipping through, so I just did want to say thank you for sharing this, because it really, like, seeing that after you all know how I felt about seeing the acetate not foiled, this just gave me life. So thank you so much for, I think I did a call out and said to everybody, let me know how you use it. So thank you so much. Judy did a gorgeous chapter 3 spread, and I love the little peekaboos, the little folded things, like the folded covers to show sort of what's behind there, but also, you know, a little bit of a sneak peek. I do also love the little August stamp at the top. You know, it's really subtle, really quite pretty, and a great way to do a dash. Leslie has done another gorgeous blackout. We love Leslie for your blackouts. And this one is, oh, sorry, I need a drink, using Planner Love. And it is absolutely stunning. You always make me want to do blackouts, and I feel like I need to go and buy all my white jelly rolls have dried up. And then last but not least, we've got another amazing memory deck card from Kelly. And I love this. This is just Riviera down to a T. We've got the flowers, you've got the torn papers, and yeah, the window, it's beautiful. So thank you so much for sharing all that. If you want to be featured next week, jump into our Facebook group, jump onto Instagram. I will try and get onto Instagram. I know I say that every week. But use the hashtag it's down here. Where is it? Here it is. PA Show and Tell. Don't use capitals. I don't know why I accidentally typed it in capitals. Use all letters, all little letters. PA Show and Tell, and that way I have a thing that picks them all up and sends them to me, so that way I can see them, because sometimes Facebook doesn't tell me about the notifications that are in the group. And I try and feature about 10 every week. Yes, that was Whale Song. Thank you so much for confirming that was Whale Song. Yeah, I think it would be absolutely beautiful. I never make the show and tell. Have you been sharing it in our group? If you're using an older kit, I haven't made some of the splash pages for an older kit, for some of the older kits. That could be why, if you're using an older kit. And if it's on Instagram, that could be the other reason why, because I haven't gone on there and shared as much more recently. Oh, Kelly, that would be amazing. I want to do an art spread with all of the mermaids and the sea creatures. That would be beautiful. Okay, let's just jump into the very last segment. This was supposed to be a quick live. It was not a quick live. Have a chat. Bianca, I'm sure I shared one of yours last week. I try and share as many as I can, but yeah, feel free to throw it in the group and I will have a look. Your name keeps changing. Okay. Okay. So, before I head off and have lunch, because it's now 1:13, please feel free to ask any questions. I feel like we've gone through a lot today. We've shared some thunder. Oop, this side. Ooh. We've shared some thunder. We have, oh, okay, Katie, yes, this is a good, thank you for bringing this up. Unless your hashtag PA Show and Tell is literally hashtag PA Show and Tell in little letters, and it's put in the actual description when it's posted, it will not get picked up. So that's how it has to be, in the description and not in a comment for it to be picked up, and it has to be in there when you first post it. If you edit and do it, it will not pick it up. I'm really limited with how much my my auto action will pick up. So that might be causing the issue. If not, please let me know, and I will go in and I will have a look and I'll see where the issue is coming from. Because I want to make sure I'm sharing as many people as possible. Because I love to, I love to share people being creative. So yeah, Bianca, I'm not sure if that solves or helps understand where the issue might be, but that's a few things on how it sort of works. Because when I do a search in the group using Facebook search for PA Show and Tell, it hardly brings up anything. It doesn't bring them up in order. And then when I click the show me post it's already seen, it just goes all weird. So hence why I have this separate software that pulls it out for me. And it does that every day for me. But I did notice today it had stopped a week ago and wasn't pulling the information that I needed, so I had to run it manually today. So yes, I will have a look. I will have a look. Let me know. let me know. Tag us as well so I can make sure. I want to make sure everybody gets featured. Okay. If there's any questions, please let me know. I think that I've been through a lot of stuff today. Don't worry about putting the queue. I'm just going to pull up everything. Apologies if I missed it, but the notebook that was pre-order, is that still on track? Okay. So yeah, Michael mentioned earlier, some of our suppliers are still going through rolling, what's it called? Rolling lockdowns. So the supplier for the notebook was involved in a 15-day lockdown. Now, thankfully, they're not 15 days behind, because I had a mild panic attack when I heard that. But they're looking at it being delayed by about 5 days. That will then cause a slight delay in it getting to our warehouse and then out. We are trying to work out if we can do a part pack or something like that, so everybody who's pre-ordered can get it first, although there's not that many of them left, which means we've sold almost all of them. Yay! Good night, Kelly. So yeah, it's had a small delay. We do apologize. And also, because of the cost of shipping, we can't send out all the other items. And because it's only a 5-day delay, like, it would cost us a fortune to send out everything else and then resend when the book comes in. So if your book does include one of those, if your order does include one of those notebooks, that will be slightly behind, and we are working with our suppliers and with the warehouse to expedite the process of when it does come in, so that we can hopefully reduce that time down even more. I hope that makes sense. Michael's really good at talking about that stuff. I'm not. I hope that answers your question. Everything else looks like it's on track. Yes. Knock, knock. When will the Halloween items be on Notable? I was working on some last night. Over the weekend. I have to do a couple of things today, and I'm going to be working on Notable again today with some really cool stuff. I sort of mentioned the blankie and things like that. So I am hoping to get some up. My head is going, don't overpromise, don't overpromise. So let me say next week. And if some stuff gets up there this week, then it's a pleasant surprise. Cannot wait. So looking forward to getting it. Me too. I can't wait to get my finished version of it as well. That's fine. It's worth the wait. Gonna use mine as a sewing journal. And that's the thing, like, I feel like even though they're fall, the fall lovers will probably use it even out of season, even though it'll still get there in time for season anyway. I mean, I will use sunflowers all year round. When will the fall and Halloween creative kits be coming? Yes. Okay, Tracy. So this is another great question. The fall kit is almost done. I've just got to add one more paper. The Halloween kit I still need to do. And that's one of the reasons. So this is one of the reasons why I ended up canning the Christmas themed release, so that I could focus on this, get this out, and the digital kits that I've been saying that have been coming forever. So they will probably be out. Fall will be definitely later this week. Halloween probably next week. So yeah, I'm trying not to give I'm trying not to say tomorrow or the day after, because I don't want to overpromise, and I'm trying to look after my head. I would love to see it become an item available seasonally. Is that the notebook, Raven? I'll for sure use it out of fall. It's so pretty. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we don't have fall here where I live anyway, over how, the fall that's been represented in my kit. So it's inspirational for me. So I love living vicariously through my planner, which is why I love all the pretty art. Yeah. So I'm not sure, I must have missed a question, but yeah, Raven, 2 more coming for Christmas gifts, not Christmas themed though. Yeah, so I really needed to take the stress off me, because I had 3 or 4 nights of very little sleep, and then the sleep I was having was not good, and I was starting to it was not pretty. And we need to keep our kits going and all that sort of stuff. So that was, you know, you all saw. I'm not gonna go into that a little bit more. I don't mind that they aren't out on the dates that you think, as long as it gives me an idea. Yeah. And it is, look, like, I mean, I'm not shy about this. I have ADHD. I'm not good with time. I'm definitely very time blind. I don't know how I'm currently in, I almost said September, how I'm in August. I will say a date thinking that that's literally 3 weeks away, and it's a week away, and then the week of, something comes up, and like I've spent, India and I sleep together most nights, and I'm a nighttime, like I like to work really late at night, and she's needed some mummy time, so that's meant that most of the time I like when I sleep in with her, I'm losing 4 to 5 hours worth of work. And I've lost a lot of that over the past 3 weeks. And yeah, it also depends on the kids, and you know, we're having to do extra therapy with Lockie to help him with some of the issues that he's having at the moment. So that all plays into it. We're a small business. We're a very small family business, and that, you know, that all plays into it. So when can you breathe easy? Normally, when there's a shutdown in February, I sort of, or like Chinese New Year, I sort of get a little bit of a reprieve, but this year we're planning to update the website. So not then. Yeah, not then. So I do not know. I don't know. I always feel 6 weeks ahead because I do scheduling for people, which is 6 weeks ahead. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm working on kits with my artists, which are 2 to 3 months ahead. And then I'm working on digitals, which are, you know, 6 months-ish behind, or even further behind. So I'm literally stuck in a time warp. We love you, Sami. Please take care of yourself. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And for everybody, I mean, you can. I am an emotional person, and you know, when there's something that I have to push back or I have to cancel, I feel it's important that you all know why. You know. Is that why February is a flashback kit? Yes. So this is one of the reasons why we bought in flashback February this year. Because even though, so I'm still putting together artwork and like a kit for it. Nicole did last year's ones, but Nicole doesn't work with us anymore. So I'll still be doing the flashback Feb, but it means that I'm not also having to work so much on, because I'm very, very detailed and very involved in working with my artists. So I will draw up a brief, I'll get them inspiration photos, I will approve sketches and go through like literally the layering and all that sort of stuff with my artists. So flashback February gives me a bit of a reprieve from that part, and allows me to catch up a little bit. Yeah, Indy needs a little bit of extra mummy time at the moment. Pretties have just been delivered. Yay! This is another one of the digitals that I'm working on. Schedule some downtime. Know that we will patiently wait if that's what's best for you. Thank you so much, Bianca. That means a lot. And yeah, it's hard. Anybody who runs a small business that their family relies on for business, that's hard. It's hard because you don't work for a month and there's no food to pay. There's no food to pay for money. There's no money to pay for food or the rent, the mortgage. Do you think you'll find someone to replace Nicole to help ease the workload? I wish, but I feel like that. Hope I'm not overstepping here or sharing too much. I share a lot. The cash that we would have paid Nicole with has been eaten up in shipping and drops in subscribers and all that. So probably not. Anyway, let's finish this on a positive, because because I really want to bring this up because there is positive stuff coming. So, because there's the digitals, there is the Christmas gift giving, which gives me a little bit of extra time to get back on top of it. And I'm channeling I need to have a look at who Penny Blast is. Oh, hold on. Isn't that somebody in the chat? No. These are the things she's always saying to me. Oh, big hugs, Rachel. I know. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Big hugs. I hope you get to sleep in your own bed, but I also know how good it is to be there for your family when they need you most, and that you can't. There's no price that you can put on that. Anyway, so the good news is we do have, even though Christmas themed stuff is not coming anymore, we have the Christmas gift giving, and I tell you what, there's going to be some stuff in there that you need to have. If I can pull off the stuff that is in my head, we are all going to be very excited. And there is, what else? There is all the digitals that I'm working on. There is some notable releases. So yeah, there is a lot on the way. Okay, I am going to head off now, but I want to say thank you to everybody who has been so supportive in this live, who has dealt with my tears, who has, given me words of encouragement, who has given me feedback on the sticker books, and the stickers and all that and also enjoyed the previews of the next kit, which will be up tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Please give love to your loved ones. Take care of yourselves. Oh, what about the past? Hold on. What about the past papers Mike was doing? That's the other thing that, because I need to work with him on that, because he doesn't know how to export completely for everybody to use, because I need to systemize it for him. But yeah, as Laurie has just said, good night. Thank you all for the love, and you're all so awesome. I will see you this time next week. Mwah. Take care, everyone. Bye.